What's up, guys? It's Mr. Fit to Flourish. Got my light skin face on today. And welcome to the Fit to Flourish podcast. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about everything going on in the markets today. And we're going to do another recap of SPY, the daily recap. So stay tuned. Here we go. So today we had Jerome Powell speaking today. And basically, Jerome Powell didn't have much to say. So Jerome Powell never really has anything else to say except on FOMC. On FOMC, we get rate hikes or we get rate pauses, and he tells it like it is. But whenever there's another time where he's speaking, he takes the same script out and he repeats the same thing. So I don't know why people always expect to see something. The market's not going to react to Jerome Powell when he speaks outside of FOMC. And as you can see here, it said that Fed Jerome Powell, Wall Street Journal says Fed Jerome Powell maintains a wait and see posture. So he's going to just kind of keep it soft, and he's saying that we have a strong market, strong economy, et cetera, et cetera. He knows that when he speaks, he's going to influence the market. So he's not going to say too much craziness. And then the next thing that I wanted to talk about as well was today was PPI. So the market has not been reacting to PPI so much. If you go back to April 10th and then also March 25th, you can see how the S&P 500 and the Qs have reacted to SPY, and they barely react to PPI, but they barely react. So you're not going to see a huge reaction from PPI. However, if you look at March 11th and then, April 11th and then back in March, you can also see that the market does like to react to CPI, which is the consumer price index. But today, as you can see here, the S&P 500 held steady, and that's what we're going to be going over right now. So let's get right into it. The S&P 500. So today, we're looking again on the 5-minute time frame. What happened? We gapped up just a little bit. So this gray line here is the close of yesterday. We're pretty close to the close of yesterday. As you can see, this pink line is VWAP, the anchored volume weighted average price, and the yellow line is the 20 MA. Orange line is the 50 MA. This is the 100, and that's the 200. So if VWAP is trading above the 20, then we're good for longs. So you could have took longs here if you'd like, but for me, that's too early. So we gapped up. We try to push to the upside here, as you can see, but we had sellers step in immediately. We created a micro double bottom right over here. And as you can see, we had buyers then step in. So we tried to the upside, failed, tried to the downside. We held yesterday's close, and then we had a great push to the upside. And like I said, if you like to trade early, then you could have traded right over here in the first 10 minutes. I don't like to trade early because you get a lot of fake outs. What else do we do? Every day when I'm marking up the charts, I like to draw these reversals. So we have a 10 a.m. reversal time right over here. And then we have our 11 a.m. reversal time right over here. So we have two reversals. Boom, boom. Those are our reversal times, actually. But anyways, so yeah, we consolidate for quite a little bit. We break to the upside, and then we reverse back down. This is kind of the retest strategy if you wanted to wait for the retest of the low order block. So we push to the upside, have a breakout, false breakout, create a micro double top here. We push down more than 50% of this green bar, so we can pretty much guarantee that we're going to continue to the downside. And we did. We retraced, broke down to the 50 MA, and then had a micro double bottom. This green bar is bigger than this red bar, so there's a lot of buying pressure here. However, it's overexhausted. It's an overexhausted bar, typically meaning that we're going to have an immediate reversal. And what did we do? We reversed right at the call zone here, which is the blue line. We reversed right at the call zone. You can see we formed wicks up top right there, showing that sellers are stepping in here. And then we get a micro double top. So if we see a massive wick and then a micro double top, a bearish engulfing bar like this. So this is a bearish engulfing bar, meaning that the big red bar is bigger than the previous green bar. So that's a bearish engulfing, showing we have more buyers than sellers here. Bearish engulfing bar. Then we proceed to have a massive sell-off here with this extremely overexhausted red bar. Okay, and as you can tell, this is when Powell starts to say a little bit more stuff during his speech. We get that massive reversal, and it kind of happened market wide. But we get a micro double top, bearish engulfing bar, and then a massive sell-off crossing below VWAP and the 20 MA. and ultimately below the 50. However, whenever we get these massive bars, we get immediate reversals. So when you see an overexhausted bar, be thinking, we're probably going to get a reversal. And that's exactly what happened. We had buyers step in here at the bottom. How do we know buyers are stepping in? Bottom wicks, bottom side wicks. We formed this slingshot doji. I like to call this a slingshot doji because whenever you see a massive wick at the bottom with the green hammer doji, it slingshots to the upside. It moves quickly to the upside. So we get this slingshot doji. Usually that would be a take for me, but I like to be a little bit more cautious now and get in once VWAP crosses above the 20 MA. And we see that did happen here. However, with everything going on today, I didn't want to trade. And plus, we still had to test this top order block here. And as you can see, yeah, we push to the upside again, get into that high order block and reject, and then sell off. So yeah, not many good trades today. Overexhausted here. And then again, we get another bearish engulfing bar here. And for me, I was more bearish, if anything, with the CPI coming in. I don't think we'll see a move up to 524. All-time highs of 524.62 up here, which is what the market wants, but we're not going to get it without CPI coming in. We need all the economic data that we can get in order to know whether or not the Fed is going to be pausing, hiking, et cetera, but most likely they're going to keep rates, hold rates higher for longer is what they're saying they're going to do. So another possible take here, another possible trade that you could have got in is here. Once we get this bearish engulfing bar, we already tested this high side order block. We swept sell side liquidity there, and then we get a crossover below the 20 MA and VWAP, and VWAP here crosses the 20. So whenever I have a cross of VWAP to either side, that's when I'm looking to take a trade. So VWAP crosses over here below the 20, meaning that we have volume. The volume weighted average price is less than the last average of the last 20 bars. Then that's a good take. So this would be a good take here. And as you can see, we sold down from about 521.42 all the way down to 520.57. And the entry rule is that after a good bar forms, you want to get in one tick below that bar, and if we're going to the upside, you want to get in one tick after that bar. Anyways, good crossover here. We move down to the downside, and now towards the end of the day, it looks like we're kind of ripping up here. As you could tell, again, another good entry here is when VWAP crosses above the 20 MA, and we have a good signal bar. So a pretty strong bar here. VWAP crosses above the 20 MA. This is a break to the upside. Typically when you get breaks, you can wait for a retest, like here when we sell back off to that same level. Then you can get in if you'd like. I like to just get in immediately because it's going to retest, it's going to bounce. We already know that, so I don't care. So, but yeah, it looks like we're ripping now. I don't know what's going on. Looks like it's ripping now back to the upside. So yeah, but I think it'll end up selling off. But yeah, so that's today's recap of SPY. Just like I said, yeah, it's gonna have some trouble up here in this high side order block. But yeah, just like I said, this is a recap of 5/14, May 14th on SPY. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have a good one. Stay fit to flourish.